The neck in front of Sheer Contempt. 2.5 Happy Morning. 3 then Mr. Magoo, and further back Vladivostok. Cash Key and Rain Gauge winding up late. Lontano first for home. 3/4 2 on the inside. Sheer Contempt. 2 to Happy Morning. Cash Key down the outside. Still Lontano in front with 100 to go. Happy Morning and Rain Gauge. Rain Gauge and Cash Key. Lontano, Rain Gauge. Happy Morning diving in the middle. This is close. Happy Morning the setter. Rain Gauge and Lontano, 3 of them hitting the line from Cash Key out wide. Behind those, Mr. Magoo from Sheer Contempt. Pat and Pay, a gap then Queen Kerry. Quit Smoking McJake. Vladivostok, Aussie's Lad. Well back Surtees, and near the tail, Tyson's Bite.
Photo finish, 1 Happy Morning. And Nicolette, the return, 17.50 the win. In fact, number 6 has got it, Rain Gauge. Rain Gauge, the winner, number 6, 9.50, 2.90. Aaron Spiteri, 6 is first. Over Happy Morning, number 1 at $7.80. 10 Lontano, 1.50.
That's it from 1 Happy Morning and 10 Lontano, 6-1-10. Whew, terrific go.
Rick Wade, Newcastle. All right, the totes there at Moonee Valley, 6 Rain Gauge, 9.50 the win, 2.90 for the place. 1 Happy Morning, 7.80, 10 Lontano, $1.50. Quinella, 138.80, Exacta 201.60, 6-1-10 Trifecta, $1,340.10. At the barrier, Adelaide with Miss Jearn, the favourite, $3.50 and $1.50.
On 2K1.
Goes forward, and here's Night Frolic coming up.
Still loading at the coast.
In goes Night Frolic, and we're set ready for action. The Red Jester, race 5, Randwick on the all-weather. They're off. Abeil Hostess just a little tardily away. She's back about 5th in the early stages, but she's pushing through now. In fact, looking for the lead, and will get there narrowly from Cloistered Habits and Bon Ton Bella. Round the outside, Florida's in search of the front and hits there. And then comes midfield, Quest for Success, a length further back. Coablo, a length. The Kyali, a similar margin to Night Frolic. They go to the 1,000 marker, and Florida's the maiden leads the way. A length and 3/4 Bon Ton Bell. 1.5 third Abeil Hostess. Cloistered Habits a little wider out, followed by Quest for Success. Over on the inside of Coablo, second last Kyali, and 3/4 to Night Frolic. This is the order as they come to the 700 marker, and Florida shows the way. It's about 1/2 to 3/4 of a length on Bon Ton Bell from Cloistered Habits. Abeil Hostess nailed away. Coablo wider out from Quest for Success. A length and a half further back, Night Frolic in company with Kyali. Around the corner they travel in race 5 at Randwick, and Florida is first for home. A length Bon Ton Bell. There's plenty of room for Abeil Hostess. The run comes, and Mick Squires drives the favourite through along the paint to hit the lead. Night Frolic's coming down the outside fence, but Abeil Hostess at the 200 accelerating magnificently. She put 5 lengths, Night Frolic and Kyali, but how far this? She's going to land some nice bets, Abeil Hostess. She's 5-6 in front. Second Kyali, then Night Frolic, but Abeil Hostess, a huge winner. Kyali is second, Night Frolic third, Coablo fourth, then Florida's Quest for Success, Bon Ton Bell, and Cloistered Habits Absolute. Didn't come round a horse. Number 1, Abeil Hostess. Mick Squires for Jack Denham, 2.80 the win and 1.30 the place. The second and third numbers to Kyali, 1.80, and Night Frolic 5 was showing at $4.40. The winner trained by Jack Denham for Mr. Wally Truscott and Jack's wife, and is by Abeil from Fickle Hostess, a mare that raced with great success for the Truscott family and was trained by Jack Denham. The winner by Abeil, a Bay filly, 3-7 starts for 3 wins. 1-2-5 official, Abeil Hostess, M. Squires first. 2 Kyali, ridden by G. Buckley second, and number 5 third, Night Frolic, ridden by Brent Stanley. Okay, we'll be back with more after some commitments are cleared.
Now, they're almost set at the coast still with Levante 221.60, and they're at the barrier Belmont race 1, where the favourite is Taskmaster, $3.104.
Hopes at Randwick, waiting on the 4th. Number 1, the winner, Abeil Hostess, 281.30. Number 2, Kyali, 180. Number 5, Night Frolic, paid $4.40. Quinella, $4.90, $4.90, $9.10 exact, and $9.10. And the trifecta, $129.50, $129.50. Number 4, the official 4th place getter there, that was Coablo. So it's 1, 2, 5, and 4. and the first for dividend is 533.60. 533.60, and we'll have the margins along with the overall. So I'll give you the time, 123.94, and the margin sectional details and market on race 6 shortly.
Set to go. Gee, they've been standing in here for some time, some of these runners. We're ready for that.
Glenrowan, gate number 2. Hale, set now. Starters on the platform and the lights are on. Stars and Bars just bobbing his head. They're set. Racing, El Tiro was fast away up the inside gate. Glenrowan left nicely. Hale going forward. Pimpata Player. De Gaulle Lane is going forward. He's going up in search of the lead. Awesome Warrior outside of the Awesome Chance. Gillespie's drifting back with Initial Chief, Caradan, Stars and Bars, then Lottery Prize and Bump and Runs last of all. De Gaulle Lane in front at the post the first time, going a touch hard. I think Oliver's looking for a leader. He might get one here in Pimpata Player. And to the turn out of the straight at the 1600, it's De Gaulle Lane the inside and Pimpata Player. They're stride for stride, with Pimpata Player now going to the front and De Gaulle Lane is going to trail. Awesome Warrior is a length away third. He's just sliding in a little closer. He was 3 deep, now 2 out on the outside of De Gaulle Lane, and the Awesome Chance is immediately behind him. That pulls El Tiro back to 5th on the rails. Wonder Hale. Hale following up behind the Awesome Chance. Glenrowan is worse than midfield on the inside. Then Initial Chief, Gillespie, Stars and Bars. Bump and Run pulled to the outside, starting to improve quickly, and Caradan and Lottery Prize together at the rear. The speed has slackened right off, and as they go to the 1,000-metre point, the backmarkers are starting to take off now, namely Bump and Run and Lottery Prize. Pimpata Player is the leader. It's Pimpata Player a length in front. Bump and Run's gone from last to second. He's striding up outside of the leader. Third over on the inside is De Gaulle Lane, followed by Awesome Warrior, the Awesome Chance in the centre, and El Tiro over on the rails. Lottery Prize is still a little wide outside of Hale and Glenrowan. Glenrowan now awkwardly placed. He's 4 back along the fence. Gillespie just behind him, then Initial Chief, Stars and Bars and Caradan. 600 metres to go. Pimpata Player, 3/4 of a length in front of Bump and Run. Here's De Gaulle Lane, 3 deep, giving chase now. El Tiro improving nicely, 4th over on the inside. Then the Awesome Chance. Awesome Warrior is very wide. Hale is next in the centre, starting to go forward. Lottery Prize on his outside. Heading for the judge, 300 metres to go. Pimpata Player in front. Here comes De Gaulle Lane on the outside. Bump and Run is still there. Glenrowan is getting into the clear. He's charging after the leaders now. Then the Awesome Chance. De Gaulle Lane and Pimpata Player. They're fighting it out. El Tiro's up to third. Glenrowan just struggling. El Tiro's got the run in the middle. De Gaulle Lane in front. El Tiro dive. No! De Gaulle Lane just beat El Tiro in Pimpata Flyer. The next one over the line was Glenrowan, followed him by Bump and Run, the Awesome Chance. Next home there was Lottery Prize, Caradan, Gillespie, Stars and Bars, Initial Chief. Hale didn't fire at all, second last, and Awesome Warrior, the last one over the line.
Double to Damien Oliver, winner 3 De Gaulle Lane, 7.10 250, 14 El Tiro 260, 5 Pimpata Player, $3.90, correct weight the Gold Coast on 2, 5 and 3.
The flyer, and flew the last little bit, but just couldn't get De Gaulle Lane. 3 is the winner, De Gaulle Lane, Damien Oliver. 3 first, De Gaulle Lane, Damien Oliver, trained by Colin Alderson. Numbers are coming through. 3 De Gaulle Lane has just beaten either El Tiro or Pimpata Player. I was just making comment here at the track that there couldn't have been much room there. I'm just looking at head-on replay now. El Tiro was behind De Gaulle Lane and angling for a run between De Gaulle Lane and Pimpata Player. There couldn't have been much room there, but she's dived through late and she rushed at De Gaulle Lane and just failed to get in. De Gaulle Lane, number 3 is the winner. There is no result of the Fado second and third as yet. We're waiting on the result of the Fado second and third. That Fado for second and third is between El Tiro and Pimpata Player. But De Gaulle Lane, he's put together 2 from 3 here in Queensland now. He failed in the Guineas, looked good in winning at Eagle Farm last week, and has backed up with a strong performance today, going the mile and a quarter. And I'm sure that the connections will now be tempted to take him to the Derby at Eagle Farm. That's obviously very close for second and third. No decision has been made from the judge, and yet here's another shot at the head-on in the straight. Let's see if she got much room, El Tiro, over the final stages. Pimpata Player and De Gaulle Lane, there's room for half a horse to get through. Not even half a horse as they shift ground again. The last little bit, they just spread a little bit. El Tiro dived through, but just couldn't get to De Gaulle Lane. But has she got up to get second? The judge has not made his mind up as yet. De Gaulle Lane is by the Commander out of Decord, trained by Colin Alderson, written by Damien Oliver. In this Fado for second and third, El Tiro by Kashani, trained by Gay Waterhouse, written by Lenny Beasley. And the other one that is in the Fado was Pimpata Player by Ferry King out of Player Song, trained by Gordon York, and was written by Shane Treweek. Wasn't a great deal of speed on. And the leaders have fought on extremely well over the final part to
We'll come back for the minors.
Moving up at Newcastle, race 5, Moonee Valley, 1 Jugatrice, 44 and 12, 2 Point Danger, 870, 390, 3 St Christoph, 390, 120 favourite for Mr Bombastic, El Millam, 7 and 230, 5 El Richo at 17.80 and $5, 6 Make a Scene, 64 and 20, 7 Yellow King, 34 and 8, 8 Almighty Yellow, $5, 210, 9 Farouz, 14 and 4, 10 Happy Forest, 12 and 4, 11 The Shiner, 11 and 3, number 12 Ushku, 30 and 10, 13 Marduk, 34 and 10, 14 Multiple Magic, 28 The Win, 760 for the place, and 15, 16, 17 out. Favourite 3 St Christoph, 390, 130, tip 842, 842 late mail for 8, Doomben still 3 and a very close photo between 14 and 5.
And moving up well at race 5 at Newcastle, here's Nat Wallace.
$4.60 for number 1, the Ginza. It's still the favourite. The Ginza go.
Very upset. I think he's happy with them now. Riders are back in the saddle. Look to be set. Racing, Point Danger and Yellow King a little bit slow to get going with Ushku. Jumping quickly, Fairuz, and from the outside, Happy Forest and Multiple Magic showing great speed with the Shiner, and going through now is Ulrico when they settle down. From the outside, Happy Forest, Multiple Magic second, third Ulrico from Fairuz. Just behind them, Almighty Yellow. Around it went the Shiner, a length for the backs and Christoph. Marduk right around Jugatrice, followed by Mr Bombastic, and then Point Danger. Well back was Make a Scene from Yellow King, and Ushku over on the inside. Coming down the side, out deep here, and Happy Forest led. A length and a half to Ulrico and Multiple Magic, one then to the Shiner. Then came Almighty Yellow, taken to the outside with it is St Christoph. Mr Bombastic pushing up in the middle, and Jugatrice out deep from Point Danger. Fairuz, Marduk, Ushku, Yellow King and Make a Scene. The leader, Happy Forest at the 400-metre mark, a length and a half, the Shiner. On the inside is Ulrico, still there from Multiple Magic. Almighty Yellow is under some pressure, and further back, Mr Bombastic getting out late. Happy Forest straightened in front from the Shiner, and Jugatrice out wide, and Multiple Magic getting a run through, and Mr Bombastic coming with a run. Jugatrice and Mr Bombastic hit the front together. Mr Bombastic finishing off best, got his head in front, and Mr Bombastic has got up to win. A neck on the line to Jugatrice, the Shiner or Multiple Magic, and a photo for third. Ushku came home late from Happy Forest. Make a Scene picked them up late from Point Danger. Yellow King, Almighty Yellow, further back Marduk, Fairuz, Ulrico, and tailed off is St Christoph.
For Mr Bombastic, El Millam, 670, 240, 1 Jugatrice at $9.40. Photo finished for third, 11, which is the Shiner at $3, or 14 Multiple Magic, 560, 4-1-11 are now official, 4-1-11 as called Newcastle by Nat, 4-1 and 3.
And now the totes.
Now the superfecta jackpots, but the superfecta numbers for interest, 4, 1, 3, 7, 9, and a dead heat for 6 between 6 and 8. Now, number 4, Glen Idle for the win, paid $5.10, $1.90 the place, $1.80 for number 1, the Ginza, a game effort by it, and number 3, Romeo George at $5.90. The Quinella, $9.10, the Exacta, $18.60, trifecta on the numbers 4, 1 and 3, $237.80. Now, the extra double of number 3, Covetous Sun, into number 4, Glen Idle, returns $24.70. The special dividend, $3.90. Margins are neck by 4.5 lengths. The time, 1:13.97, with the last 600 metres in 36.48. Just correct weight to come on the 5th.
Now, race 5 at Moonee Valley on 4-1-11 for Mr Bombastic. 670 and 240, 1 Jugatrice, 940, 11 The Shiner third, $3. Quinella, $86. Exacta, $163.90. 4-1-11 trifecta, $1,133.20. The first 4, 4-1-11 and 14, is $11,689.70. The extra double, 6 Rain Gauge, and 4 Mr Bombastic, $68.90. Special dividend, $8.20.
On 2KY Racing Radio, Tab Dividends are brought to you by Aristocrat Pokies, the games people play for fun.
Go racing at Goulburn this Tuesday. An easy drive from Sydney or the south, Goulburn always delivers a thrilling day of racing with a strong betting ring, modern bar and dining facilities, and one of the best racing services in the country. If you can't be trackside, Wayne Harris will look after you with his late mail reports. Go Goulburn this Tuesday, thanks to Park Street Sydney Tab, Tooheys Goulburn Soldiers Club, Carradell Hire and Tynan Motors.
The World of Racing with Kerry Buckridge. All the inside information on the day's racing right across Australia. Saturday mornings from 10, Sundays from 9.
2KY Racing Radio.
Now, Moonee Valley, a long neck by 1, the time 1:12.6, and the numbers 4, 1, 11 and 14.
And correct weight Newcastle, 4-1-3, 7-9 at a dead heat, 6 and 8. Race 5, Victoria Park, 1 Frenzal Rom, 762.20, scratch 2, 3 Paisano, 26 and 5, 4 Triste, 64 and 9, 5 Sworn to Secrecy, 29 and 6, 6 Lava Lady, 970-270, 17 is Crown, 10 and 3, 8 Rum, 650-210, 9 Silver Banjo, 340-120, 10 Glitzy Guru, the favourite, 320-150, tips are 7, Tina's Crown from Hilton to beat 10 and 1, 7-10-1, late mail for 8 Rum, and the event goes at 2.55.
It's Dollar Day this Sunday at Canterbury Park Races. Race your dollar further with entry, middies of twoies, meat pies, hot dogs, wine, soft drink, tea and coffee, all just $1. There's first-class facilities, live entertainment, free fun for the kids, and a fabulous accommodation package at Ridges Parramatta up for grabs. With a great 8-race program, it will be a fantastic day. So bring the family and race your dollar further this Sunday at Canterbury Park. Proudly sponsored by the Alzheimer's Association. Tonight at Sydney's Las Vegas, Marrickville RSL. Don't miss the raunchiest show in town, Fantasy Las Vegas. This sensational cabaret really turns on the glitz, featuring gorgeous showgirls and guys and Australia's best male and female striptease artists. Tonight's lineup includes Ravishing Rachel, Sexy Susie, Magnificent Mark and Powerful Paul. Fantasy Las Vegas is strictly adults only. Showtime 9 o'clock, admission absolutely free. Information for members and guests of the Marrickville RSL.
Celebrations in the air. It's Pop Mart time and we'll see you there.
It's party time with this week's Red Hot specials from Pub Mart. Baron Von Shooter's Snaps, 700ml in butterscotch, peppermint and peach. Top value, $21.99. Just perfect for those cold winter nights. And relax with the Poet's Corner range. 750ml, sensational value at just $9.99. All for a limited time only. And stay tuned for more fantastic specials from your friends at Pub Mart.
Thinking about employing staff? Think about new apprenticeships. Available in hundreds of industries, you'll get highly motivated employees, customised training, and you could be eligible for financial benefits. Your local new apprenticeship centre will show you just how streamlined and simple employing a new apprentice is. To get
runners today and those near the rails, there's no doubt about that. But a different class of horse here at Group 3 and at the longest race of the day. Paisano set down in 1 with Lava Lady and Silver Banjo. Sworn to Secrecy, spec'd in betting number 5, 1990 and 390. Has always been shorter on the TAB. They're racing now. Rum was slow to begin. Out the back went Tristace, and first away near the inside, Silver Banjo. Lava Lady's booting through. Glitzy Guru showing rare speed, and Tina's Crown goes up on the outside of her. Well, there is a surprise. Levers taken. Glitzy Guru to the front out of the straight, leading from Lava Lady, and third on the outside now, Tina's Crown. Frenzal Rom trying to get in. Racing tight around Silver Banjo, was kept out 3 wide by that horse. Then Paisano Rum, well back in the field as they head to the back of the track and go over the crossing now. Back towards the tail, Sworn to Secrecy and Tristace. It's Glitzy Guru leading over that crossing, leading by a half length to Tina's Crown, putting pressure on the 3-year-old filly, and they're going along at a good clip now at the 1900. Third is Silver Banjo on the outside of the other grey Lava Lady. 2 lengths away, Frenzal Rom, getting his head up in the air on the inside of Sworn to Secrecy. 2 lengths away, Rum from Paisano, and Tristace was last. They're in the back straight now, and they've got just on a mile to go, and the leader on the outside, Tina's Crown, drew to a length lead from Glitzy Guru. There's plenty of speed on. Third, Silver Banjo now around Lava Lady. 2 away, Sworn to Secrecy, Frenzal Rom, Rum, Paisano, and Tristace was last. At the 1400 in the St Ledger, and it's Tina's Crown leading by 2 to Glitzy Guru. The greys are still together. Lava Lady on the inside of Silver Banjo. Sworn to Secrecy racing to the outside of Frenzal Rom, followed by Rum. Paisano second last, and Tristace Lee is last of all at the 1200 metre mark. They swing on the side now, and the leader is Tina's Crown by a length and a half. Second, Glitzy Guru. She's come off the rails, Glitzy Guru, allowing Lava Lady to go up on the inside. Then Silver Banjo, Frenzal Rom, followed by Sworn to Secrecy, Rum, Paisano, and Tristace was still last. They're heading towards the home turn in the St Leger, 900 metres to go. It's Tina's Crown, 3/4 to Glitzy Guru. Third on the inside, Lava Lady. Fourth is Silver Banjo. Then Sworn to Secrecy being ridden along. Rum taking off 3 wide. From Frenzel Rom, Paisano and Tristace couldn't go when they sprinted. About to straighten, 600 metres left to go. And the pilot is Tina's Crown. Comes into the straight, leading the St Leger field from Glitzy Guru on the outside. Then Silver Banjo, wider out, Rum is running on at the 420. And Glitzy Guru shot to the lead from Tina's Crown. Had no offer for the 3-year-old filly. Then Rum on the outside. Silver Banjo couldn't go with Rum. Glitzy Guru leads. Rum's trying to get after her, but she's got a commanding break at the 200. Glitzy Guru's about 4 in front now. In second place, Rum. Third on the inside, Lava Lady. But under the 51.5, Glitzy Guru's going to take a black type event in no uncertain terms. She's going to win the St Leger easily. Pricked the ears and won by 6 lengths, Glitzy Guru. Second, Rum. Frenzel Rom may have battled away and got third. It's in a photo there with Lava Lady. Silver Banjo missed out from Paisano. Tina's Crown knocked up. Sworn to Secrecy and Tristace ran tailed off.
Number 10, Glitzy Guru, Chad Lever, 390, 180, 8 Rum, 190, 1 Frenzel Rom, $1.90.
And for South Juniors, here's Ron Dovesey. We'll come back to Ronnie shortly. Meanwhile, here's Ian.
Righto, we'll go to Ronnie in just a moment. I dominate in the updated market for race 6, 12.40 and 3.30. 2 Rare Eclipse, 25.40 and $5. 3 Max and Me, 4.40, 170. 4 Patch Adams, 270, 170. 5 Fearless Fred, 780, 180. 6 Race the Ace, 1160, 280. 7 Hayden, $742. Number 8 Out and 9 Veloci, 850, 190. 270 Patch Adams. Number 4, number 3 Max and Me at $4.40 on the tote. That is, and Patch Adams in the ring is about a half point shorter than Max and Me. No great activity there as far as tightness are concerned or blowers, and the race is due in about 6.
Now 10-8 into photo, Adelaide. Now let's go back to Ramwick and Ron Duppersey.
Thanks, Les. Runners moving out here for race 6. I'm going with this lightly raced 3-year-old, number 4, Patch Adams. Good first up run behind K-Power. Looks to have trained on nicely since. Lovely and relaxed and can't fault him at all. Looking for dangers, Max and Me. He's a good, genuine type of horse.
He's ridden in South Australia. He's ridden in Victoria. And he brings Patch Adams into line, and we're ready. This is race number 6. And the gates are back and off they go, and Max and Me was last out. Race the Ace and Fearless Fred jumped quickly. Veloci on their outside, third, a length and a half to Hayden, followed closely by I Dominate, and then comes Max and Me. Rare Eclipse and Patch Adams from the outside gate is trying to be eased back a little closer to the inside as last, and back about 9 lengths from the lead occupied by Fearless Fred. Fred really wants to run along in front, and he's at a length and 3/4, make it 2 exactly now, and Race the Ace at the 800. Little more than a length away third. Veloci parked on the inside of Hayden, nearly 3 lengths to Max and Me. Rare Eclipse, I Dominate, and a length and a half to Patch Adams. Fearless Fred at the 600 by nearly 2 lengths. Second posse, Race the Ace racing a little deep. Hayden on the outside of Veloci, another 2 lengths to Max and Me. One to Rare Eclipse, a couple of lengths to Patch Adams, standing the leader a long start. And I Dominate's not travelling well as last, and under the whip as they straighten now. Past the 400, Fearless Fred taken on in earnest by Race the Ace. Hayden third and Veloci's fourth, and then Patch Adams. And the others look history as they come down to the distance at the 200. Race the Ace having the dickens of a job to get away from Fearless Fred. Then Veloci. Patch Adams is starting to warm up now. In the meantime, Race the Ace got a bit of a break. Patch Adams is trying to pick up Race the Ace. It'll be in vain. And Race the Ace has lasted to beat Patch Adams. Third posse, Fearless Fred. And then came Hayden in company with Veloci. And then Max and Me. They're coming at long intervals. Second last in the field was Rare Eclipse, and I Dominate went poorly today and finished Oh Motherless last. Number 6, Race the Ace. Darryl McClellan was the postilion originally. So unfortunately he's missed out on a winning ride here on Race the Ace. Number 6. And the full numbers are 6, 4 and 5. Race the Ace has paid a dividend of $8.90 and $2.60. Second goes to number 4, Patch Adams. He's doing his best work over the concluding stages. And Patch Adams $1.60. And number 5, Fearless Fred, is third. has paid $2.30. Fourth to come, Quinella, $20.10. Exacta, $55. And the trifecta has paid $256.20. First four numbers are 6, 4, 5 and 9. 6, 4, 5 and 9. And that first four, 1,342.10. He'll win a race shortly, Patch Adams, but today, maybe 1,300 was just a fraction short. He was fast catching the winner and would only go under by a little under a neck. Back in a moment with more here at Randwick.
And they're at the barrier for race 2, Perth, with Pekin Flyer, the favourite, 440 to win, and 2 even for the place.
And after Perth, we have the next event from Doomben and the market update.
Roulette is showing speed. Treasure the Quilla is kicking up along the inside, and it's a keenly contested affair in the first 150 metres. Treasure the Quilla just in front of Zara's and King Lotto. Roulette is easing to fourth. Ken Concarne's handy. He's fifth on the inside of Paris Fortune and British Busker. Then Mr. Newmarket, Kapuna next outside of Pleasure Giver. Glint of Heart is getting back with Chiron, Seabreeze, and PlayStation's last of all. He takes Zara's to the lead, and as they negotiate the first bend at the 850, it's Zara's cruising along in front, leading by 3/4 of a length. King Lotto is sitting second. Treasure the Quilla is trailing third, followed by British Busker, who's pushed along to hold his ground. Roulette is next. Ken Concarne is sixth over on the inside of Paris Fortune, followed then by Mr. Newmarket, Kapuna and Pleasure Giver. Seabreeze, Chiron well back in the field with PlayStation and Glint of Heart. Coming up towards the home turn, 450 metres to go. Zara's held together by Oliver. He straightens up by a neck on King Lotto, the outside. Treasure the Quilla is running third, then Roulette, British Busker. Ken Concarne trying to work into the clear. Mr. Newmarket down the outside. Zara's in front. King Lotto's having a crack at him inside the final 200 metres. Zara's a neck in front of King Lotto, then Treasure the Quilla. They're clear of Ken Concarne. Zara's kicked on the inside. He's got the money, Zara's. Zara's 3/4 of a length in front as they draw to the line. Zara's first, King Lotto's second. Third home, I think, Ken Concarne just in front of Treasure the Quilla, then Kapuna. Pleasure Giver, Roulette and Seabreeze, British Busker, PlayStation, Mr. Newmarket. Chiron was well back with Paris Fortune, and the last one over the line, Glint of Heart.
Triple to Damien Oliver, winner 3, Sariz, 310, 160, 6 King Lotto, $3.70, prominent for third, 5 Ken Carney, $1.80, and 10 Treasure the Quilla, the other one, 5.10.
3,610.
3,610 confirmed. It's Zara's the winner, King Lotto second. Number 10, Treasure the Quilla is third. Treasure the Quilla over on the inside, holding for third. And number 5 was fourth, Ken Concarne. Ken Concarne fourth.
There's correct weight at Belmont race 2 on 3:12.2.
Correct waiters for your local Pub Mart hotel, where VB stubbies are on special for just $28.99.
The good times start at Pub Mart. Pub Mart.
Doomben race 7 on 3:6.10. Zariz 3:10 for the win, 160 the place. 6 King Lotto 370, 10 Treasure the Quill 5.10. The Quinella 36.10, Exacta $54, 3,610 trifecta, 542.60. The double pair of threes, De Gaulle Lane and Zaris, is $20.70. Special dividend $6.20 with a scrap.
340, 2 Sky Maker, 220, 140 favourite, 3 Dibbles Dane, 9 and 2, 4 Night Eyes, 20 and 5, 5 Regal Chi Chi, 18 and 450, 6 Court Me, 14 and 4, 7 Little Donny, Brendan Appo, 9 and 3, 8 Guidance, 6 and 2, 9 Music Video, 15 and 260, 10 Caviar Lady at 26 and 4, favourite 2 Sky Maker, 220, 140, tips at 2 Sky Maker to beat 1 and 8, 218, event 337, 246 on the previous Newcastle as we head to Brian.
If it goes to gate number 14, the light blinking. Got a good line and they're off and running. They came out as one, a perfect start too. Guilty Verdict and also